Hi, and thank you very much for joining us. I've got Becky Redpath here, who did the 40 plus Flab to Fab program last year, and I thought I would ask her a few questions so that might help you learn a little bit more about the program. So, hello Becky, thank you so much for joining us. It's lovely to see you, looking very, very beautiful today.
Thank you, Becky. Lovely to be here. Delighted to be here to answer some questions.
And so I guess we should start with by asking you how you were feeling about yourself before you signed up for the 40 plus Flab to Fab program.
Yes, I think like many of the women in your group and my Facebook group, just feeling overweight. I had a lot of aches and pains. And I sort of got to the point where I thought, oh, well, I'm just getting older, so that's just part of getting older. My clothes weren't fitting me. I mean, it's interesting because I'm a stylist. I think people, have since said, oh, I didn't realise you had so much weight to lose, but I think that's partly because that's what I do and I dress to hide it. But personally, I really felt it and I could see it in the mirror. And it was just getting me down, and I think I tried so many things as well. It wasn't like what happened, I hit the menopause. Prior to that, I used to be able to lose weight quite easily.
Yes.
If holiday was coming up, I thought, okay, give it a month, I can lose half a stone, and I could. Hit the menopause, it all changed. I could not lose the weight, or I'd lose a few pounds, and then it seemed to go straight back on. I joined a gym, and I had previously been to a gym, which always worked quite well for me. But even going to the gym, working out for 50 minutes, that didn't seem to do anything. I tried various fat diets. I even ordered in desperation, a month's supply of those sort of pre-packaged slimming meals, which personally I thought the taste isn't. They're okay, but they are very, they're going to be processed to the hill, because they, you can keep them in a cupboard for a month. That tells you everything, really. It's not fresh food. So I got really sort of a bit despondent about it all, and sort of got to the point where thinking, perhaps I'm just going to have to accept that I'm not going to be able to lose weight anymore. And then I read something you put out in a post, and which coincided with a friend of mine who read a book about why women, it was written by a doctor, why women couldn't lose weight once they hit the menopause, or why it became difficult.
Yes.
And you needed to look at different things. So, and your program sort of coincided with that, and I thought, right, I'm going to give it a go.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's what I did.
And what fears or concerns did you have about signing up for the program before you actually committed to it?
Actually, I don't think I had any particular fears or concerns. I felt from everything I read it would be something I could fit around my lifestyle. And I was just so, at that point, I just thought, I'm going to, I want to try this. And so it wasn't so much fearful. No, I was looking forward to it, actually. I was quite excited about trying it.
Good.
Taking action, I think.
Yes, that's a good one, taking action. And so once you actually joined the program, and we started it back last summer, how did you find the program?
Really, actually, I think when you do anything new, the first 2 weeks are always not difficult, but it just takes a little while to get into different eating habits, just getting, planning your shopping list, which actually the program does for you. I mean, you supply the shopping list, which was brilliant, because that makes life so much easier. But I think for me, the first 2 weeks, it wasn't, and I was never hungry, but because your cravings are still there, and from how I understand it, it's until your blood sugar levels out from following the program for 2 weeks, you will have those cravings.
Yes.
So although I wasn't hungry, I felt like I was thinking about food a lot and felt like I wanted something sweet.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 weeks, and I followed it really religiously for the first 2 weeks. And I would really recommend anyone who does the program tries to do that, because I think it gives you a real good kickstart, get your blood sugars leveled out quickly, and then those cravings went, and so then I stopped thinking about food all the time, and it just became part, oh yeah, it became quite simple.
Yeah, we can become quite obsessive the way that we think about food, can't we?
Oh, I know, exactly. And it's, and also I think food, we get into such habits with food. So I'm a real, let's go to the coffee shop and have a cake, And so part of that is just breaking that habit. And once you've broken the habit, I don't go into the coffee shop now anymore thinking, what cake am I having today? So it's getting rid of those habits.
Or learning that you can go to the coffee shop, but you don't have to have the coffee and the cake. There are other options available. Yeah. Brilliant.
Mint tea, I got mint tea.
Yeah, I love mint tea. I love it, yeah. So, having done the programme now, how would you say it's changed your eating habits since you did it back last summer?
It's changed them completely in that, completely. What I love about it is that I eat out a lot. My other half, he's a designer for restaurants and hotels.
Okay.
So quite a lot of our social life will be around going to restaurants and trying new ones and looking at them. So we eat out a lot. So, prior to doing your plan, I've looked at various things and I've followed them. But then as soon as you go to eat out, I got stuck.
Goes to pot.
And then then you get despondent and fed up. Whereas with your plan, you can go to a restaurant, and I never have been to a restaurant where I've not been able to eat something. And the great thing is, no one knows that you're dieting. Well, I don't like to call it dieting actually, because I just think it's a healthy way of eating and a sustainable way of eating.
Yeah.
So
and that's a good point, because sometimes you don't want to tell people you're on a diet. Because then they try to persuade you otherwise, don't they?
Yeah.
And they're like, go on, you can have a piece of cake. Or, just have dessert. Whereas, like you say, if you can learn to eat from the menu in a restaurant without actually even having to mention the fact that you're on a diet, it kind of makes it a bit easier. And it sometimes we feel as if we're a bit strange if we're on a diet, don't we? Or if people are kind of paying too much attention to it.
Yes, exactly. And also, you don't want to be, something, if you're following a certain eating, and that you can't eat certain, you don't want to be a killjoy at events and say, no, I can't eat that. So, but I never had to do that. I just look at the menu and, right, that's what I can have. And so for me, that was great. That made a huge difference. And so it's something I can just carry on. And at Christmas time, I did I had a few treats, things that I haven't had for a while, but I'm back on, following it now because it fits in with my life, and I like it, and I don't get hungry.
Good. What would you say were 2 or 3 of the most valuable things that you learned from changing your eating habits, etc., through the program?
I think it's probably one of them is learning that previously my blood sugars would spike up and down through the day, and then I'd get lulls and then I'd get cravings, whereas now I understand that my blood sugars have sort of leveled out, so I don't get those peaks and troughs all day long. And that's great. What else? I've had loads of benefits other than losing weight. I've like these aches and pains I was talking about, those are gone.
Right.
I was having problems with my right knee. Now I know from my nursing background that, to lose weight will always help knee problems. And of course, having lost 2 stone, it's all but disappeared. It twinges slightly, but nothing like it before. So I've had all these sort of other benefits. My hot flushes are pretty much, non-existent now. So all those things that I didn't, I know you talked about that would happen, but you sort of get to the point you think, really? Is food going to make that much difference? But it does. It's really.
It's always a surprise. And so, tell us, what were your results from your time on the programme?
Yeah, I lost 32 pounds.
That's
and
fabulous.
Dropped 2 dress sizes.
That is fantastic.
And I used to always buy jeans from Uniqlo. They did great boot cut jeans. Well, they did. They stopped doing them. But I kept these boot cut jeans because I loved them so much. So I don't think I've been in them for, 7 or 8 years. and now I can wear them again. So it's
brilliant. So were you surprised by the results?
yeah, yeah, I was, because I only weigh myself once a week, always at the same time of day, and I was strict about that because because I think your weight can fluctuate a bit during the week anyway. So, and it was always a surprise to me, that I'd get this kind of, oh, I've lost again,
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't believe I'd finally found something where I could lose weight. So,
Fabulous.
Yeah, that was great.
Excellent. And how did you find the help and the support that you received from both myself and from the other people on the programme whilst you were doing it?
Yeah, no, I think being part of a Facebook group is really essential in sort of helping you just keep going, keep motivated. You're being able to ask questions, and all of that. That was really, and it was nice to be part of a group of women all experience the same thing, and it makes a huge difference, I think, rather than trying to do something on your own, to have you there to ask questions of, and also have the other women there to support and encourage. It was great. Excellent. And also to see their results as well. That inspires you.
Yes, good. And how would you say that this programme has influenced your life?
I think, as I say, it's just something I feel I can sustain. It's not. It doesn't it's not like a diet where you stop, you do it, and then you start a diet and think, well, when I've got here, then I'll stop. This for me is like, this is how I can eat, for the rest of my life. It's very easy to follow, and it's a very healthy way of eating as well.
And
which is, and as we get older, it's so important to eat healthily, because it has such an impact on your general health. So.
And so picking up on that, when you say healthy, is it? I think you mentioned earlier that it's still the kind of foods that you would have eaten before. So it's not radically different to what you were eating before.
But having grown up sort of, or being a young woman in the 80s, when it was all about low fat this, low fat that, diet spreads. I didn't eat avocados, I didn't eat nuts, butter. I'd not touched sort of that food for so many years because we'd been brainwashed that was, it wasn't good for us. When actually now they know that those good fats we need, and I think particularly you would say when we're in the menopause, going through the menopause. So in that way, my diet's changed because I eat those things, and I suppose that's partly why I'm surprised when I get on the scales I still lost weight, because in your head, I think, from the 80s, you still.
It's not allowed, but it is allowed. And we need those healthy fats to build our hormones. So that's why then the symptoms disappear when we actually start to feed our body and nourish it with what it actually needs.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so I think I might know the answer to this, but would you recommend this programme to others, say your friends or families or other ladies within the menopause support group or within your own group, Stylish Confident You?
Yes, absolutely. Because, and actually, obviously I wanted to lose weight for me and to feel healthy and feel better. But because I saw it so much in my own group, and so many women feeling frustrated with the weight gain and not being able to lose it, I thought it would be so great if I can lose weight and find something that actually works. So I can say to the ladies in my group, this works, have a go. Gaining weight and having aches and pains and hot flushes doesn't have to be inevitable.
Yeah, because as you said right back at the beginning, we do kind of think that it's just aging, but it isn't aging. It's just the fact that we haven't been eating what our body needs. That's brilliant, Becky. Thank you so much. And ladies, we just wanted to let you know that Flab to Fab, the next round of 40 plus Flab to Fab, we're launching it tonight. Becky and I have teamed up, and there's a few extra special details that are now in the programme. And so all the details will be coming out for everybody in both of those groups. That's Menopause Support Group or Stylish Confident You at 7:30 tonight. So make sure you go and have a look and see our posts. Thanks so much, Becky. That was really, really good to hear how the programme has been so successful for you. Thank you very much.
Oh, pleasure.